Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Kill Bill Volume 1. Now as you know, Kill Bill Volume 1 is a 2003 martial arts film that was written and directed by Quentin Tarantino and was meant to be the first part of Kill Bill, and part 2 would be released until 6 months later. And the best I would say about the film is that it's more like a Mortal Kombat Scorpion-like film. And for those who don't know, Quentin Tarantino is known for doing films like Once Upon a Hollywood, also known for doing Pulp Fiction, also known for doing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Hateful Eight. And the point of Kill Bill is meant to follow in 1999 how a character known as the Bride, a former member of the Deadly Viper assassination squad, ended up getting betrayed and killed during a massacre at a chapel in El Paso, Texas, and after waking up a few years later, we see how she goes on a revenge spree to go against the people who betrayed her, as well as getting revenge for the head of the squad, Bill, for what happened. And I think the best I can say about the film is that, it's basically a Mortal Kombat inspired movie, because the way I do see Uma Thurman's character, the Bride, is basically like Scorpion, because after her family, friends, and close ones get murdered, she is basically reborn as this vengeful character who goes against those who betrayed her, and to kind of bring justice to those who basically betrayed her. And the character Bill is basically Quan Chi, who basically is the one who kind of pulls the strings to the events that kind of leads up to it. And when you kind of got, Lucy Liu's character, known as O-Ren, her character is basically Bi-Han Sub-Zero, who leads the kind of Lin Kuei to lead the event. And the point of her two henchmen are, Go-Go Yu-Bray, is basically Sectal, and her lawyer, who's meant to be Sophie, is basically Cyrax. And I think the point of the film is meant to be more like this Mortal Kombat Scorpion origin film, where, Irma's character is basically this character who's trying to get retribution, goes against the Deadly Viper assassination squad, wipes them out one by one to get retribution for what happened to her. And I wouldn't be surprised if Quentin Tarantino got inspired by Scorpion's origin and did his own take on his own Kill Bill series. And I think for the most part, some characters feel like Mortal Kombat characters in disguise. Like, obviously, Bill is supposed to be Quan Chi. You can tell the guy who made the swords is meant to be a bit like Raiden. You can kind of tell, the Yakuza run by Oren Shen is meant to be a bit on the Lin Kuei. And I think the point of the Bride's sort of family members in that are supposed to be kind of like the whole Shiyu Ryu. And the point of her unborn child is supposed to be a bit like Satoshi. So I think there's a lot more inspiration from Scorpion's origin than I think Quentin Tarantino wants to admit. But I think for the most part, the other scenes, I think, feel like this chop-socky, over-the-top, dramatic feel. Because, the point of a Western Asian animation flick or a live action flick is that the characters are supposed to be out of place, but I think there's a lot more over the top, over exaggerated drama than there should be. Because, yeah, in Japanese soil, characters would have a sense of honor, integrity, and trying to be a bit more understanding. But in Western soil, it's going to be over the top, dramatic, and showing characters kind of throwing things over, going extreme, and so on. And I do think, yeah, Quentin Tarantino might have been asked to do a Scorpion more combat movie, but I feel like, yeah, after kind of reading the script, I think he might have been inspired to do his own Kill Bill series. And yeah, I know that, yeah, the film is meant to play a homepage to the film Lady Snowblood, but I feel like after watching through the film and seeing where characters' places are meant to be, where they're meant to go, where the story is meant to be, it's more like a Mortal Kombat Scorpion inspired movie with characters replaced where they're meant to be and some roles reversed. So I think this film definitely deserves a thumbs up. Still good and still enjoyable. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.